The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, Sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll call for the fair catch here. Line gets set, first down. On the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Movement here from the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? They want to run this quarterback. The Sooners will have a first down. And the Sooners are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
On the run, it's Key. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Let's go. They'll run it. It's Key. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer
Sooner.
lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Going to the ground. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. Finds a crease at the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wolverines. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. Looking for room, it's Harper. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
691, Gators score.
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Gonna run it. It's Woods. At the 20, he's got space. He's loose. The 40. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
That is a jolt of energy for the offense to get out of trouble in field position, and now all kinds of room to work. Finds a crease at the 20. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Florida Atlantic. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see and hear, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. On the option. He'll toss it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to throw on second down. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's key. The expressway is wide open. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Got his man on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Trying to convert this second and short. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll pull it down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Woods. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. DB's right up on the receivers.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Give to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Hands it off. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Touchdown Wolverines! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia Southern has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 24 to Jacksonville State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The short hands, it's Harper. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Handoff from the gun. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on his way. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Gets open down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. They're going to go right back to him on first down. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
At the 11-yard line. Second down coming up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to power their way ahead. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air. It's Murphy. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
At the 34. Second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. They're expecting him to throw it here on third.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The line of scrimmage is the 34. That means a 51-yard field goal attempt with a chance to win the game. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. First down here for the offense. Now on the counter. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Going to the run. It's key. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quickly complete. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He puts it through, and they take the lead in overtime. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Looking for a crease to the left. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
A big 3rd down play to try to keep the drive alive in overtime. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, or you got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No problem at all as he knocks it through, and we'll go to another overtime. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Good timing on the quick out. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The noise level is relentless here on second down. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Back to the ground game on the left.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Michigan 27, Oklahoma 24.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. The offense set for a first down play.
Pound 55 weak. Flip, flip.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Easy. Longer.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for space. It's Harper. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Go, go. Gaucho, gaucho.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.